somebody's excited this morning. I'm going to take a look at It's Your Choice, another impulse control. Everybody in this group knows It's Your Choice, but what we're going to do is we're going to add a little challenge to it. This isn't an official challenge, but it's definitely a challenge in the way that I feel like all dogs may struggle somewhat with this unless it's something you've worked very clearly on your own for. So just a very quick review of It's Your Choice. So everybody knows some version of this, or if you don't, by all means message me and I can send a much clearer breakdown of it. But I present the food. If the dog goes for the food, yes, good boy. I just close my hand. If they don't go for the food, yes, they get rewarded. So it's your choice. If you don't try to mug my hand and pick the food up, you get rewarded. Then I put the treat down on the floor. If they were to go for this, I would just simply cover the food. Yes, good boy. And if I was standing and they go for the food, I would cover it with my foot. Yes, good boy. He didn't go for it, so I was just demonstrating. The reason we cover it with our hand and we cover it with our foot is just simply because if you pull them back or somehow like pull them back away from if you're sitting next to them and you stop them or you pull them back, then it's not their choice anymore. So we don't want to, we want to make it their choice. You go for the food, I just simply cover the food. If you choose to back off, I'll uncover the food. So that's why we don't interfere with the learning. We want them to figure this out on their own. So I have some cheese up there and I'm going to use that. And the reason I'm using cheese is I feel like it's really going to make this a lot more difficult on Rustic. And I'll probably use hand signals with him because I don't think he always hears me when I'm cueing him. But here's what I'm going to do. Here's the challenge. I am going to set some cheese down on the floor and then I'm going to ask for some behaviors. So can you still sit with cheese on the floor? Can you down with cheese on the floor? Can you spin with cheese on the floor? So that's a lot tougher than you think, and I think you'll be surprised with your dogs if this isn't something you've already worked on, that it's really hard. It takes a lot of impulse control to still be able to offer behaviors with the thing they really want sitting right next to them. So let me grab some cheese. Very Rustic, this is a tough one. Tough, tough, tough. All right, so I'm going to put the cheese on the floor. Sit. So see how he can't do that? He's like, I can't sit. I need to look at cheese. Can you sit? Yes, good boy. He's like, oh my gosh, Mom, there's cheese on the floor. Okay, down. Yes. So if you have ever seen Rustic do his behaviors, he does them fairly quickly, like 10 times quicker than what he's doing them. But this is really hard for him because cheese is his favorite, and it takes a lot of impulse control to be able to not just leave the cheese there, yes, but to actually think and function with the cheese sitting there. So stand, stand. Don't know if he can hear me. Stand, stand. Yes, good boy. Close. Yes, nice. Other way. Yes, very nice. Down. No, can't hear me. Down, good. Nice work, Ross. Very good. So I'll put it down. Break, get it. Good boy. So that's what I want you guys to work on. Whether you're struggling with impulse control or not, I think this is going to be a good challenge for everybody to have a little bit of fun with. And be sure to post your results because I'm curious to see how it goes. Thanks.